Sometimes my life looks like this.
I've been in several things. I was in the drug business and I was in the oil business, but
And this.
I happen to own a little business on the side, a sort of sideline.
But most of the time, it looks a lot like this. Hi, I'm Jayde, and I'm showing you a realistic look into the day of a life of a South African millionaire. I've seen videos lately about entrepreneurs that are posting videos on top of someone else's Ferrari, posting videos inside of someone else's villa, and videos of them wearing fake Rolexes. And to be honest, I'm really tired of seeing this glamorized idea of what success looks like. So what I decided to do, and maybe I'm delusional, I want to document a realistic look into what a day in the life of a South African millionaire really looks like. And it's not sexy. It's not going out and buying things all the time. It's not traveling 24/7. It is just working. Now, it might sound boring. Maybe it's not interesting. Maybe I am being delusional. But I'm tired of the fake videos. So I want to show you the reality behind what real success actually looks like and getting to success looks like. Because I haven't done it all. I'm not the most successful version of myself that I want to be. So I'm going to take you along the journey with me. And if it's something that you want to watch, then feel free to stay. But hopefully you can come along for the ride.
My life has got to be like this. It's got to keep going on.
Yeah. The world is so small till it ain't. Yeah. I'm building up a wall till it breaks.
Alright, so just finished up my morning routine, and it kind of got me thinking about something that I've thought about a lot lately, which is procrastination. And procrastination in general. Why do we procrastinate? Why am I procrastinating so much? Especially in this time of my life where there is so much on the line. I have, so many people to care about in my team, in my family, the people around me. There's so many tasks to get done. There's so many things to do. And yet it is my natural response to want to run away from certain tasks. Like, I do a daily to-do list every single day. And I notice that every single day I see the same task on there that still hasn't been complete. And I just took some time to think about why that is. Why am I putting it off? Why am I procrastinating it? Why am I doing other tasks that are arguably sometimes more difficult? But I just cannot get myself to do this task. And it makes sense, actually, when you look at procrastination and you have a look at the, just an objective view of what happens when you want to put something off, you have that response. It is our brains signaling us that that task or that thing is a threat. And the reason it feels like a threat is because it's so stressful and so overwhelming that it triggers a response in our brain to avoid it completely or to do something else. And at least for me, when my brain reacts in that way, sometimes I have to take a step back and realize why that is. And generally it's because I've made the mountain peak seem so unattainable and so high up and so far-fetched that I don't even see the steps to get there. So even if it's a simple task, I just haven't broken it down enough. And that's what I've tried to start doing lately, is just notice on, first of all, what have I been putting off for the longest time? And second of all, what kind of response am I feeling from the tasks that I'm setting out for myself? And why am I feeling that way? And once I kind of dig into it, it's just because I've made it seem so grandiose, so unachievable, because I haven't written down a way to actually get it done. Maybe it's just being vague in how or what task I need to get done. Maybe it's not laying out my tasks at all, and it's just leaving the day open for, mystery. And now I have to think about actively think about what to do every step of the way. So I tend to make things easier for myself by breaking it down into smaller steps, first of all. And the second thing I tend to do is, for example, like my morning routine. I know every single day it's the same thing. So it's almost like comfort. I'm finding comfort in my routine. I'm building momentum. And with that momentum, I use it to go into my other tasks with the same kind of energy. So it's easier to do. And then the other thing is, which a book, Atomic Habits, talks a lot about, is habit stacking. So if there's a habit that you know you really don't want to do, you make it easier for yourself by laying out the steps before that and getting that done so that the task itself is actually way easier. So just something that I thought I would share because it's been on my mind a lot lately, especially with how much I have going on. But with that being said, I need to get into the day. I'm probably going to check off a few things, but you'll see that I need to get into it. And I write out my to-do list every single day, just going over exactly what I need to do, what tasks lie ahead. And from there, I go into my work with clear routes and plan for the day. So basically after this, what I'm going to do is just go into deep focus work for the agency. Then I'm going to head to gym at around 12. And I usually fast until then. And then after gym, I come home, eat lunch, and I immediately get into more deep focus work and then calls from 3 p.m. Especially today, I think my calls are until around 9 or 10 p.m. I work US hours, unfortunately, just because of the way that the agency is laid out. But nonetheless, a lot of important, very busy things going on. And yeah, so I'll take you along for it and I'll see you there. Let me know if there's a way that you can see it being easier, but essentially it should be super easy. It should streamline absolutely everything. Also want your creative input. I don't want you to think that the script you have to stick to. If you have creative, creative tell of what would be better, I want you to use that as well. Yeah, so I just wanted to reiterate that I really appreciate the way you handled everything. And then I think you did so well handling the crisis and everything. I know there was a lot of pressure on you and I know that you were feeling really guilty about the mistake. But nonetheless, one of the things I actually wanted to come and speak to you guys about, especially on this call, and this is something I really want to emphasize, is if there's anything I'm sure of, it's that we're going to keep making mistakes. That is just human being. That's how we are as human beings. So I want to reiterate that it's not, I will never be angry at you for making a mistake. I know that they're going to happen. It's more the emphasis on how you guys handle the mistake that matters to me. Like I said, we will keep making mistakes. That's the only inevitable thing for sure, no matter how good we get at what we do. So I want you guys to get really good at coming up with solutions when we fail, when we make mistakes. And that's exactly what you did. I think you handled it so well. As the rest of the team, I really appreciate the way you guys jumped in as well, even though it wasn't necessarily your doing or your involvement. I appreciate that as a team, we kind of took responsibility for it. We worked together to come up with a solution and it worked out really well, actually, if not better than if it had worked out. So yeah, I think if we kind of learn a little bit better or get a little bit better at making mistakes and solving them afterwards, or problem solving skills is what we emphasize a lot on, there, I think we're just going to get really good at what we do. And we're really so good. I mean, in the last few years, remember, that's exactly what we've been doing and why we got to where we are. It's because we learn from those mistakes and we make sure they never happen again, but we also learned how to solve them a lot better. So yeah, anyway, I just wanted to emphasize that I really appreciate you guys handling that situation. The client is really happy. She sent me an email and again, she's pleased because we actually did better than if we had followed through with the original plan. So yeah, I guess there's some silver lining there. But nonetheless, I do appreciate it. And yeah, I think we can just kind of move forward, move on with the client, move on with, avoiding that mistake from happening, and then everything should be good. Right, so what you just saw was a meeting that I just had to have quickly with the team. There was a mistake made with a client that was going to cost them a lot of money. So we quickly had to jump into crisis mode and handle it all of it. And one of the things you just saw is the way that I like to work as a leader for the team. Again, I hate calling myself a boss. It is definitely not what I am. I'm not a boss to them. I am part of the team. And that is why I completely avoid the tyrannical approach to doing business. I don't think that, scrutinizing people for their mistakes is the way to go. Of course, bring it to their attention, make them take responsibility for it and ownership of it. But at the end of the day, you cannot make people feel fearful of making mistakes because that is the human life. That is just what we're going to do and we will keep doing. And I'm not clean up mistakes. I make mistakes all the time. So it would just be so contradictory for me to nail that down and then make them feel guilty for that. So yeah, that's why I kind of want to emphasize, and that's what I try to do in my daily life, is not focus on the mistakes that we make, but the way that we handle a mistake thereafter. And that's one of the things I just spoke to the team about. So nonetheless, I just finished around 3 to 4 hours of work, and what I'm about to do is I need to run off to gym. So I'm going to get ready for that, head off to gym, and then once I'm back, I just have around 3 more hours of defocus work that I can do before my call starts. And like I said, I think my last one's around 10 p.m. So just going to be a super long day. There's not too much to show. Maybe also show some clips of me on the meetings or something like that. But for the rest of the week, this is just how my week looks. It's a little bit chaotic at the moment because we have team members traveling. We have some shifts and mistakes to deal with and all of that. So yeah, just not the most glamorous week by any means. But yeah, that's kind of the reality of things that I promised to show. So yeah, just going to head off, and maybe I'll show you guys some clips. Okay, so you said that you are doing social media right now. So give me an idea in, first of all, why you guys booked in the call. Like, what are you hoping to get out of it, and why? What are you? I'm assuming that you came with intention. There's obviously something that's low hanging, or you want to prove it to something. So give me an idea of that. So it's as simple as that. Every time you see a call book, make sure that you do that. Again, you just click here, add them as a guest, and then send. So there's a few that I noticed didn't do it, and it's almost all of them. So I just happened to do the one that I clicked on just now, but if you come here and then send. So that's all I need you to do is every single email that you click on, just make sure that they are getting the invite to the call. And then all should be good. Let me know if that makes sense.
I bet you wish that I was still right there. Used to live right there. Now I'm everywhere. Got bitches everywhere. I'm so debonair.
Right, that marks the end of the first vlog. First of all, I appreciate you so much if you've made it this far. I really don't know what this series is going to become, but I know it's what I wish I could have watched when I was starting out my journey. So I want to try and provide for the version of me that would have used this as inspiration. Second thing, I want to make a commitment to you. To show my appreciation for you, I want to give away $100 to at least 3 of you every single video. So, one of 3 of you has a chance of winning this every single week that I post one of these vlogs. Now, the way to win those 2, go ahead, subscribe, comment, and leave your handle in that comment so that I can go and message you on Instagram and send over either a PayPal or direct bank transfer. Again, only 3 of you will get this per week, but it's better than just one. And my last commitment to you is I've gone ahead and I've actually built out a completely free course on exactly how you can build an online income with any skill that you have. Now, the reason why I've gone ahead and done this for free when most people sell these courses for like $4,000 a pop is because I want it completely accessible. I have nothing to gain from you. I don't want to gain anything from you. I, again, just want to create the roadmap that I wish I had access to so that it eliminated so many years and months and months and months of just trial and error figuring it out myself. I want to give that roadmap to you so you can speed run that process. You don't have to go through the trials and tribulations and the years that it took for me to get to this point. I want to speed track it for you. So that's why I've gone ahead and done that. It's a roadmap I wish I had in the beginning, and I want to give it to you completely free. So go down below and you can subscribe, or you can sign up to the free course, and you can go from there. But I look forward to doing this week by week for you, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks.